Hey, what's up everybody? So here's our next gear review video for this year. I'm gonna tell you about my pack that I use when I'm whitetail hunting. It's the Sitka Cargo Box. It's one of the best things that I've purchased for whitetail hunting, and I'll show you a few reasons why. But there's a lot of things that go into this. So we're just gonna start top down, and I'm just gonna show it to you first, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when I get my tree stand and stuff on there as well. I don't have all my stuff that would go on here, but I have most of it. In my last video, you saw the clothes that I have on, and so a lot of times I pack that onto here too. But so starting from the top down. So on the front, first of all, the top pocket has this attachment here. Depending on how full it is or whatever, you can tighten this up at the bottom. And this gets pretty tight, but it's an easy detached system, super quiet. There's no zipper there. There is a zipper system here on the sides, one on both sides, but to be honest with you, unless it's like raining, I don't ever actually close those. So if it's raining, I do tend to close those, but if it's not, I just leave it open. So then that just flops open, super quiet. So actually when I'm sitting in the tree, a lot of times this is sitting wide open. Okay, on the front of that, or the top of that pocket, or lid, excuse me, on the top of that lid is another pocket. This is where I keep my rope system or my pulley system, whatever you want to call it, to pull up my pack or let it down when I'm done getting out of the tree stand. So I just have rope here. I'm not going to pull it all out because there's quite a bit of it, but it's just stuffed in there, and when you just stuff it in there like that, it doesn't catch usually. It's got a hook here that I have one carabiner hooked to, and then this other carabiner is hooked to just my handle. And so what I do is I detach that, hook it to my waist belt, climb up the tree, and then pull my pack up, and then unhook it as I stuff it all back in, and then I can hunt without anything attached there. But it stores really super easy there. It never gets knotted and things like that, so that's super nice. As you open this up, so this is designed to be open a lot with the whole system here, but you have a zipper here. This actually has your blaze cloth in it, I guess, so for when you're packing out. I honestly have never used that, probably should. But these two pockets here are just mesh, so I keep just small things. I keep some reflective tape in here, and I keep another pulley system. This is a hunter safety system. I don't even know what they call it, a bow hoist maybe? I'm not even sure. I think I bought it off Amazon maybe? I can't remember. Darn flies. Okay, so that's in that top pocket, just quick, easy access things. And then in the next pocket down, I honestly don't even know what I have in here, but there's something in there. Oh, extra tree hooks. Okay, so I keep some extra tree hooks there that are quick and easy to get to. I usually have one in my pocket that I get up and I'll put in the tree, and then I'll hang my pack. On this particular pack, I like to hang it on my back right side, but I hang it kind of low. There's a couple reasons I do that. One, on the right side is where your water bottle holder is, so I want to have access to my water bottle. But then I hang it low so I have those shooting angles and I can see everything that I need to. So going deeper into this, there's a few you're gonna see I have some things in here just because there's a few things that I only use for whitetail hunting that I have here. But on the front, before we get inside, I guess, on the front you have a system here where you can attach your bow or your rifle. Okay, so it has that there, and then they have a whole bunch of these hidden pockets, and they're amazing. But this one comes out, and this is designed to go around your bow or your rifle to keep it from swaying on the top side. But that just stuffs away in this little pocket here. So the front, this is one of my favorite things about this pack. It's big on the inside. So if you're not looking for something that's very big, this is not the pack for you. But I like to have something that I can use in all seasons. So this thing actually zips open, flips open. So this is where, when I'm hunting, this is where I would keep my calls at. So I'd open that up and I'd have access to all of my calls. You can set your binos right in here. If you're not wearing them on your chest, it's super easy. On the inside, there's pockets on both sides. So I usually don't keep a big bottle of scent killer spray. So this is just a little one, but I always carry a little one in with me. Spray my boots and stuff right before I get close to the tree stand, things like that. Extra spray downs if I've been sweating. I carry a pair of, I don't even know what you'd call them, landscaping gloves, I guess. I'd rather climb up and down the tree with these on than I would with my nice expensive Sitka gloves. Okay, so these are the Sitka Fanatic gloves. They're the ones that have the cut off fingers. I don't want to tear these up. I have some, what are the other ones I have? I don't remember. I have another pair of gloves, maybe the Traverse gloves, that I wear, but they're Sitka and they're a little more expensive, so I don't want to tear them up. So I have these landscaping gloves that I climb up and down the tree with. Stuff those back in there so I don't lose those. But inside here, you have two, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. You have a mesh down the middle, you have a big pouch in front, big pouch in back, where I actually have part of my tree arm. Carry that in there. Another pocket in the back, a couple small pockets for things like calls and things like that. I keep my gloves there. There's honestly so many pockets in this thing that I don't even use them all. But I'd rather there be too many pockets than not enough pockets. You don't have to use all the pockets. Okay, and so then there's, maybe I already said that, pockets on both sides. And those are pretty deep pockets on the sides there. Okay. So now, that's pretty much it on the inside. So I'm gonna zip this back up. Okay, and then let's talk a little bit more, flip this shut, about the outside. So on both sides you have these wings, okay? And on both sides, they unbuckle and open up. Super nice, those wings. And they have a place, so this is, I think they really designed this for your steps, your ladders. But I use this a lot for my tree arm. So here's another portion of my tree arm. They have their quick detach hooks. So that's easy right there. And it just unhooks like so. And that sits in there tight and doesn't move. Okay? Cinches down good. It's not going anywhere. And you wrap that wing right back around it. Has plenty of room. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Matter of fact, once I get like my tree stand and stuff on there, it's basically straight out and just wraps around. Okay, but when there's not so much stuff, tighten that down pretty good. Especially when you have them both tightened. Okay, and then in the wing, they have a zipper pocket the length of the wing. I don't know what I have in here. More stuff for my tree arm on this side. Okay, but it's a good big pocket. I mean, you can carry whatever you want in it. On the outside, there's two exterior pockets. This is where I like to carry my bow arm. And then I don't really use this other one, but again, I'd rather have a pocket there that I can quick stuff something into than not have a pocket there and wish I did. The other side is exactly the same. Okay, got your detaches here. Got a spot for your ladders, your tree steps. Unzips full length. I got my rope for my safety harness. And two exterior pockets. I don't even know what I got in here. Oh, got my grunt tube in there. Okay, so I guess I keep my call on the outside sometimes too. I didn't really know that was there, to be honest with you. Okay, but again, hooks up nice. Good solid buckles. Everything's built really well on this. So flipping it around to the other side. The waist belt fits super good. Okay, it rides good on your hips. It's got a nice strap system, not too long of straps, but it will fit you. It's got a pocket here for your wind indicator or wind detector or baby powder or baking soda, whatever you use to check the wind. I honestly don't use anything really. so it sits pretty empty. On the left side is a small pocket, and to be honest with you, I don't use that at all. I don't think I've ever had anything in that pocket. It's nice, some guys like things on their waist belt, but my problem is if I put something there and then I hang this back and right of me, that's clear back on the back side of the pack, and it's really hard to get to. So maybe I guess I could throw my tags or something in there, but I don't think I've ever had anything in that pocket. And then your water bottle holder here on the right side, and I don't know, to be honest with you, I was gonna say I don't know if you can move that to the other side or not. It doesn't look like it. Okay, but you can take it off. It does unbuckle. If you didn't want the water bottle holder, it's too bulky, you can just unbuckle it and make it go away if you wanted to. Okay, we're getting into where we're going to put the tree stand on here. But here you have some load lifters, which are super nice. Adjust this, get that thing hiked up on your hips like you would if you were elk hunting, and you're able to really pull these down. Sometimes, depending on the load, I do have to take two hands and have to reach back and pull this tab up and pull this load lifter at the same time and then release the tab. It took some getting used to, but now that I'm used to it, it doesn't really bother me. I do like this tab because it's super easy when you get to where you are ready to take it off or undo your load lifter. You just pop that tag and everything comes loose super easy. Okay, so I actually ended up liking this, but it rides well. I mean, it's not designed for like you're packing tons and tons of weight like your backcountry packs are for elk hunting and things like that. But when you get a tree stand on here and you tighten this thing down the proper way, you don't hardly notice your tree stands on there. So, all right, so what we're gonna do next is we are going to take this thing apart and show you how to put this tree stand on here and what it would look like with tree steps. Okay, so that's what it would look like with your tree stand and your steps on there. And that thing is connected. Once you get, the more stuff you get in here, the less wobbly it is, obviously, because it holds this together. It kind of becomes more solid here in the middle, which sometimes you have more clothes in there, sometimes you don't, depending on time of year. So that's what that looks like. Okay, so now that I have this on there, the last thing that I would do is I would take my clothes, any extra clothes if it was cold outside, and I would either pack them on top here. I'd pack them right here on top, shove them down in, something like that. I wouldn't have them in there while I was doing all this. I try to keep it as small as possible, so I'd do that. Or, depending on how cold it is, you might have a lot of stuff. There is a set of straps right here. Again, their little hidden system for their straps is amazing. I love it. Packs away, everything looks super nice and clean here. Okay, but there are two straps here, and they actually come around. To be honest, I'm not real sure where those other buckles are at right now. Okay, but there is, oh, here they are. They're hidden right here. Okay, and you can take these straps and you can pack some stuff on the bottom here as well, which is very handy late season. I try to put some stuff that doesn't really catch burrs, things like that. Sometimes I do end up putting my Fanatic bibs down there. They'll kind of catch burrs, so you got to be careful of that. It just kind of depends on where you're hunting and what kind of burr situations you got, but you don't want to fill those things up. But these straps are huge. You can put a whole lot of stuff under here. Okay, and I do use that. All right, well, that is about it. If you have any other questions on how to get a stand on there, feel free to reach out to me and let me know. I would love to help you out. I love this thing for packing in about anywhere I go with this tree stand. It's a pretty light setup overall, and the pack is very versatile and does everything that I need it to do from early to late season. So I appreciate you taking some time to watch this video. Again, if you have any questions on how to put this together or get your stand on there, feel free to reach out, or if you have any questions on why I did something on here that you weren't sure about, reach out, leave a comment below. I appreciate all your support, and make sure you check us out on Instagram. That's at The Seasons Media. Find our shop, theseasonsmedia.com, and we'll catch you on the next video.